This is a Technicom podcast.
What makes your mobile telephone work? And what makes it so secure? Well, it's nothing you can see. Yes, because it's inside your phone, but beyond that, the hardware is actually microscopic. Millions of transistors packed into such a tiny space is almost beyond comprehension. But as we speak, it's important for one group of individuals in Europe to understand how these circuits work, even though they had nothing to do with the design. I'm Peter Ballant from Technicon. This team of individuals is comprised of federal government, local law enforcement and intelligence agencies, as well as cybersecurity experts from across Europe. They are the consortium in the EXFILES project. Their goal? Find methods to get into locked phones which have been seized from criminals. As you have probably guessed, these phones could contain data that could prevent other crimes. Today we speak with Olivier Thomas, a partner in EXFILES. He, along with his team of 10 cybersecurity experts, are responsible for hardware solutions in EXFILES. He shares his thoughts on the project with us today. Let's have a listen. So thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome.
In the introduction, I talked a little bit about EXFILES, and I also mentioned that you come from the company that's called Texplained. Can you tell us your role within the EXFILES project?
Yeah, sure. So Texplained is a company basically focused on integrated circuit reverse engineering. So that's more like exploration and data extraction from ICs. So it's a bit logical in a way that we arrive in such a project because like now the phones are so secured that we want to also investigate the methodology using like silicon-based analysis to try to extract the encrypted data. So for this reason, Texplained is a good match, I think, for the EXFILES project because we are really focusing not on the complete phone, but on on some of the chips that are making the security inside those devices.
So it seems to me that the EXFILES consortium has quite a bit to gain with a partner like Texplained, but what can Texplained gain from this effort?
We can gain a lot. I mean, like the first thing we saw, like when we were contacted to be part of the project, was a really good opportunity to speak with the LEAs, because it's a perfect fit. Again, we are doing like the IC exploration and data extraction, and we have the need for it. So basically, it was a good way of introducing us to these people, to the LEAs. And on top of this, as we are working together, and as nobody has the same techniques in a field which is so specific. So it's a good way of also like having exchanges and basically making the state of the art be better at the end of the day. So we learn a lot from each other. And we have this really good relationship inside the consortium. So I think for Texplained, it's a really good opportunity.
Okay. And you say LEAs, and I should clarify that means law enforcement agencies.
Yes, you're right.
And okay, so it sounds like a great opportunity to share knowledge back and forth. And that's really great for the project. It's also great for your company. One might think that your work on EXFILES is in constant flux because you never know when current technology will change. And by this, I mean, without warning, the operating system on a telephone could be patched, holes fixed, security updates applied, and this could drastically change your course of action. How do you deal with this kind of thing in EXFILES?
Again, I think EXFILES is as the good thing to be like software focused, but also hardware focused, and then like trying to combine the two approaches. And this is great because when you speak about like security updates and things like this, yes, for sure, it's something that for all the law enforcement agencies and for ourselves can be a difficulty. But in a way, as we focus also on the silicon itself, if you find the weakness inside the silicon, it cannot be patched. So in a way, maybe we will find like ways of extracting encrypted information with the hardware approach, and by doing this, basically, it's really great because there's not so much you can do with the software to prevent a hardware attack to be successful. So this is also a good specificity for the EXFILE project, and I think it's the good approach.
Okay, so you're dealing with hardware in this case, and it's silicone, and that this won't change. This is what you're saying, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so X-Files has a training component, meaning that part of the effort involves making sure that future generations can also benefit from the projects, from the things that you discover in the project. So what does this look like, and what are the hopes here?
So it's a very large question to me because, so first of all, I like trainings a lot. So at Explain we prepare trainings for a lot of people. Basically, we give training at conferences. We go to the customers directly to give training there, but we have also people coming at Explain, because if you want to be trained with the lab equipment, you need to have access to the equipment. So for this reason, we do like a large variety of training. But inside the EXFILE project, it's a bit the same. It's like, because it's specific, we need to basically make it appear easier than it is in reality, you know. And to be honest, a lot of people, when it comes to looking at transistors and pictures of devices, it looks really complicated because you're not used to it. So I think it's really important to go and to explain the different techniques. And for the EXFILE, as we are looking at a variety of different chips, some of them are really aggressive in terms of the technology that they embed. Some of them are less touchy, I would say. So it's a good opportunity again to develop techniques, document the different techniques that are developed during the EXFILE project, and to share this knowledge. Because at the end of the day, even if the technology will continue to evolve, the techniques that will be used are just derivative of the techniques we are using right now. So I think I take this as also a very nice opportunity to develop this training material. And the EXFILE project has also this combined software and hardware approach. And it means that in terms of training, I think it's the dream training for any engineer that wants to understand how security works inside the phone. And even if it's not like specific to a specific phone, it's going to be useful for a number of people after the project. So I think it's really cool. So what we will miss maybe is like the practical session inside labs. But again, I think like more and more people are getting used to hearing companies like Texplain speak about those techniques. So it becomes more something that people know about. So this is going in the good direction, I would say. And the EXFILE is just like the opportunity to use a practical case to show something which is like very, very specific in terms of like the techniques that we are using.
And it sounds like this is a great way with this training, this emphasis on training, to have a lasting impact from this project that goes on even after the project ends. So that's great.
Oh, yes. Yes. I hope it will be reused, basically, that after the EXFILE project, LEAs will basically be able to say, okay, we did this during the EXFILE project. Let's see how it applies to another phone, for example, and using the techniques and adapting the techniques, get some success in the future. Yes, yes. I'm very optimistic for this, to be honest. I think it's the right way to do it.
Yeah, that sounds great. And that would be a great outcome from X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about challenges for a moment. What kind of challenges did you see in X-Files thus far?
So for us, so again, I'm not speaking Texplain specifically. So Texplain is leading one of the work package, which is really focused on the integrated circuits. And for us, the challenge is basically the complexity. So the evolution of integrated circuits never stops. And the device that we are looking at, they have like billions of transistors, and the transistors are structures that are in the nanometer range, basically. So, and this across like maybe 16 layers on some of the devices. So basically, the difficulty for us is the first part of the work. It's like going to the lab and preparing everything so we can basically have a good picture. And when I say picture, I'm not joking. It's actually it's pictures that we are taking from the chips to understand how they work, and to be able to reach every of the features inside the integrated circuits and to be able to make like pictures that are nice enough that they can be exploited. This is the main challenge. This is by far the main challenge.
And it sounds, or in our previous conversations, I think you mentioned that we're basically talking on a microscopic level here, right?
Oh, yes. So, yes, to give you an example, at TechSpain, we have 2 scanning action microscopes. And we have also like what's called a focused ion beam, which is basically a microscope, but where you can modify the circuitry if you want to. So, but we do this when I say circuitry, that could be a track which is, I don't know, that's something like 60 nanometer wide, and you want to cut it to reroute it somewhere else because you will gain an advantage in terms of extracting data. So yes, we are speaking microscopes a lot. Yes.
Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, and you're doing some great work. And thank you for taking a little bit of time today to explain how this works and how your company fits into the project and to tell us about the overall goals of the project. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. It's always a pleasure to talk about it.
For more information about X-Files, go to xfiles.eu. This podcast has been brought to you by Technicon. The X-Files project has received funding from the European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Program under Grant Agreement number 883156.